What's up, Newmoon Island? For those of you who don't know, my name is ByFee, and I'm going to start providing content for the channel. My good friend, the true legendary, said he wanted some help with the channel, and I happily agreed. And if you like what you see, you can stick around to the end of the video, and I'll pass you some information on how to follow me on my personal YouTube channel or other forms of social media. But until then, let's get into this very simple, low-risk, high-reward moveset video, and Choice Scarf makes Flygon with Giga Drain. Now, I came up with this set at the beginning of 6th Gen. I haven't seen anybody else use it, so I'm not going to say I created it, but I'm definitely one of the first to use it, if not the first. So, Giga Drain Flygon is definitely fun to use. It's very low risk and high reward, being you're not really giving anything up by running Giga Drain, because you're not investing too much into special attack stat. You're still going to be doing what a normal Flygon does, except you have that utility in Giga Drain. So what's our item going to be? Straightforward, it's going to be Choice Scarf. Choice Scarf Flygon is a very good utility mon, and that's how you're going to look at it. This isn't going to be a hard hitting or sweeper. This is going to be a utility mon that's going to dip in and out, hit for decent damage, get on out of there, and revenge kill. That's really it. Its base 100 attack isn't the greatest, and that's why we're going to dump all 252 into attack and 252 into speed and 4 into special attack. Very simple EVs. If you're asking why we're not dumping more into special attack, there's two main reasons. One, this day and age, base 100 attack just doesn't really cut it anymore. The UU tier is becoming very stally, so you need to have as much power in your attack as you can. You're going to primarily be using U-turn, EQ, and your Dragon Stab, so you're gonna want those to be powerful. You're very rarely gonna use Giga Drain, so you don't want to dump too much investment into something that's very situational. Second reason, even if we were to dump more into special attack, it's not gonna do too much, to be honest. With the calcs I've ran, running 4 is gonna do what you want it to do, and there are a couple different variations with EVs you can do that I will go over when we talk about it. But the nature is going to be either hasty or naive. These are very interchangeable. If you want to take special hits more, such as like Shadow Balls and Fire Blast from Chandelure, or even a Scald from Swampert a bit better, run hasty. If you want to take Ice Shards a bit better, or even other U-turns, run naive. Simple as that. They're both equally as good. However, if you're thinking you want to run naive because you want to take Ice Shards, just be wary, it's not going to make too much of a difference. It's still going to nearly OHKO you, if not OHKO you. So just keep that in mind. But let's go over the moves. First of all, we have U-turn. You're running a Choice Scarf Flygon. You should definitely have U-turn. It has great coverage. It builds momentum. It's a good move. Run it. Secondly, we're going to have the gimmick of the moveset. If you're not running Giga Drain, you're not using this moveset. So run Giga Drain. I'll explain why at the end of the moves. Thirdly, we're going to run EQ. It's stab. It's one of the most powerful moves in the metagame right now, and it's got great coverage. Run it. If you're not running EQ on Flygon, you're doing something wrong. Lastly, we have Dragon Claw. I am running Dragon Claw over Outrage because there are too many things in the tier that switch it into Outrage, such as Mega Aggron or Florges or any other bulky types that can just come in on an Outrage. You're locked into it. They can set up on you. All this kind of stuff. So I run Dragon Claw because, like I said, I'm looking at this as a utility mon, not a hard-hitting mon. I suggest Dragon Claw. However, Outrage may be your thing, and it may be even better. Who knows? But I like Dragon Claw on it. Now, why? What is the point of running Choice? What is the point of running Giga Drain? Why run Giga Drain? Well, beginning of 6th Gen, we had Quagsire, Gastrodon, and Swampert all in the tier, which almost completely shut Flygon down, so I wanted it to run Giga Drain. And after running calcs, I realized it works. Now, obviously, Quagsire and Gastro are no longer in the tier, so you don't see them as much, and you don't see Quagsire at all, but it's still usable with Cloyster dropping down into the tier. So let's get into the calcs why I think it's useful. When to use Giga Drain is very simple. If you think a Swampert is coming in, which Swampert is a very common switch in on Flygon, use Giga Drain. It will 2-hit KO every time if it's max HP and max defense, no investment into special defense. It will 2-hit KO every time after rocks. It does almost exactly 50%. It's good. Cloyster. If someone switches in on a Cloyster, you're going to hit him with a Giga Drain. Cloyster has a monstrous defense stat of 180, but a mere 45 special defense stat. So your Giga Drain is going to do a lot. In fact, it's going to do 70%, which is a very good number. Now, if you wanted to do 75 so you can OHKO after rocks, you're going to want to run 64 special attack EVs. I don't do that because I think I need to dump as much into attack as I can so my EQs and Dragon Claw does more. However, if you want to run 64 so you can Oko Cloyster, you can. It's very situational. Other than that, it's not really usable. It's just there if you're at low health. If we're looking at things like Dawnfan, Suicune, Slowbro, all these bulky water ground types, your Giga Drain is going to do about the same as EQ or Dragon Claw, if not a little bit less. So what's the point of running it? If your Flygon's at low health and you want some utility back, you want to get some HP, hit him up with some Giga Drains late game. But Giga Drain is mainly there for the huge threat as in Swampert that's in the tier, and Swampert's on a lot of teams. So I like running Giga Drain over something like Outrage or Stone Edge because you're really not giving too much up. I rarely used Stone Edge when I was using Flygon, and I just find myself using Giga Drain a little bit more. Now, be very cautious with Giga Drain, because like I said, your base special attack's only 80, so it's not going to be doing too much. But it is there for those minor threats that will come in and completely wall Flygon. It's very good. So go ahead, give it a try. It's not the greatest moveset, but you're really not giving anything up at the end of the day, and there's no risk with doing it. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, tell me what you think about it, and head over to my personal channel if you want to see more of me. I do some LPs, I do some battles, and some Showdown lives, and I also submit some Wi-Fi battles. So that's it. That's all I got for you. Try out this set and let me know what you think of it. My name is ByFee, and I'm signing off.